I don't know if you can see it, but I just arrived here in the beautiful Medellin, Colombia. It is fucking amazing. Yes, it's a bit cloudy, but I believe it's always like this because it's kind of a tropical area, South America, so I don't think I will have too many blue skies. Why was I an ungrateful piece of shit, and why are you probably too? There are so many things that I took for granted when I lived in the Netherlands. So obviously I'm here now in Medellin in Colombia. I just did a 30-hour travel day via Madrid to get here, and that just gave me one big realization. Also arriving here in general. Oh, yeah. You and me are probably so ungrateful in the current position that you're in, because I'm still here in a very nice apartment. I have everything. The host is super nice to me. She would do anything to help me around here. She even wants to show me around here with a friend that speaks English, whatever. A woman friend, so very good thing. Colombian women are beautiful. But besides the point, I have everything. I can order everything that I want. I can order an Uber here. I can visit the most beautiful places. Everything. And still, sometimes you're ungrateful. How did I realize this? I arrived here yesterday. It was, I think, 10 p.m. And the first thing that I noticed was that the water tasted worse than it does in the Netherlands and also in Bali where I was before. And that gave me this realization. All these things, like literally everything that you have in your current life, is probably 10 times better than someone else in the world. That doesn't mean that you have to be so grateful all the time, that you should sit still and be grateful and, okay, I'm so happy that I'm here, and okay, let me just be happy for the rest of the day. No. But also don't be ungrateful. You can have a solid balance by working and trying to get better, because I'm not satisfied with this current situation. I want to live in a big mansion, and that will happen next month when my team moves out here. But I'm still dissatisfied with being here. But I'm grateful with the thing that I have. I had this conversation with Josh because I missed my flight, which delayed my travel day. My travel day took 17 hours longer. I had to wait for 17 hours on Madrid airport because I missed my flight. My own fault, but it happened. And I had this conversation with Josh, the guy that I work with and for, and he said like, oh, that fucking sucks, take it easy, don't, like, if you can't work, then please don't overwork yourself or like pass out or something or over caffeinate to try and get the work done. And I told him like, no, obviously I'm gonna try and work where I can, and I eventually did in a nice cafe and it worked out. But I told him like this, I'm 22 years old, and a month ago I was in Bali. Then I flew for 5 days to the Netherlands, which was like $1,000 trip just to go home for 5 days to see my family, friends, and then fly out to Colombia again, which the complete thing cost like 2 grand, probably even more because I missed my flight. It was like 2.5 grand in dollars. And I told George, like, I can do that. I can afford that. I don't have to stress about money. Not even close. Wednesday I might sign like a new consulting job for myself, which would be exciting. And I have all these opportunities around me to earn more money. So money is abundant. You can have as much money as you want. I don't know if this is the right way of saying it. And this all comes back to being grateful and at the same time being dissatisfied in your current situation. I want to have a better place than this. This is just a room, and then outside there's like a living area, and we have a barbecue and a hot tub and 2 small bathrooms. But I want better, I want more, I want it to be for myself and not in a guest house, which will happen next month. But I'm also super grateful because most 22-year-old guys are in a job that they don't like, in a university they don't like, they live with their family, which they probably don't like because they want to live on their own. They're not earning much money at all. I probably earn double their income, not just to brag, but it is true. That's why I'm so grateful. And they have to stay in their country. I spoke to some friends from my old high school and my university. They have to stay in their country because they have so many responsibilities around. I can fucking fly to Colombia now and just stay here for 3 months. And before I was 3 months or like 2.5 months in Bali, and I can just do that. I can afford that. It even benefits me in my work, and you just have to be grateful. Actually, the main reason why I made this video is because of the water. The water tastes terrible here, so I might go to the grocery store and get like some bottled waters in glass, because just this is all from like a plastic tank, like a big 90 liters plastic water tank, and I just don't really like that. But then once again, I have water that I can drink, and I can afford it to go here and be in this place to drink this water. I might exaggerate a little bit, but the Jan, so me from a year ago, I just watched the video from me a year ago in my internship. If you tell him that this is his future, he would be fucking pumped. He would be so excited, and he would be working harder than ever to make it happen. So that's also the reason why I'm here, because I worked so hard to get here. Like, no one will give you anything, you have to do it yourself. So I don't want to yap in these videos because I'm always making them longer than it needs to be. Just sit down today, look around you, and you probably have a laptop or a phone in your hand right now, or a PC, and that's already 10 times better than someone else has it in the world that probably doesn't have any internet connection, or doesn't have a device, or one of the newer iPhones, or a MacBook, or they don't have the money to go to university to learn a valuable skill which you can change yourself. Take responsibility for everything. Be dissatisfied with the thing that you don't like. For me, I still don't like this. I want to be better. I want this camera to be better. I want to have a newer iPhone. I want to have the best MacBook instead of the second best, because this is actually the second best one. But still, and I want to have like all this in a big mansion. But I'm super grateful for the people. I tell them that I'm grateful for them. I treat them nicely. I overpay, like I always tip them because I can afford it. Have a nice balance, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.